Good morning everyone, welcome to my channel. So today I just want to have a play with these frames and make some ephemera that can not only go in the journals but can just be in my little box of tricks here to be easy grab when I want. And so yeah, I'm going to have a play with these frames. I want to create a window and using some of these dried flowers that I picked up online. The link is in the description below. I will attempt to do this. So the first thing I need to do is I've printed 2 of each one because they're going to go back to each other. Now I've watched a little video from My Porch Prints where they showed what they did, and there's nothing new here. That's exactly what they did, is made what I'm about to make. So I'm just now going to cut a couple of these out. I probably won't make all of them up because I wouldn't mind having some of these frames just in my little box of, not box, my book of ephemera pieces. And she seemed to say on the video that they won't line up perfectly, but you can just sort of trim it back if it looks like it's a little bit out of alignment. So let's just whiz around this. Now you can use a multitude of things to create the window or the pane of glass, so to speak. You can use laminating pouches and laminate the flower in there. You could use acetate sheets. They can be a bit tricky to come by. But I was watching Nick the Booksmith and she used the little bags that I've got all of my ephemera in. And I thought, wow, they're easy to come by, these things. So I've got some new ones that haven't been handled and roughed up in the cupboard. So I'm going to have a try of that. And I thought, well, that's easy, readily available. I like that idea. Because sometimes it's hard to find acetate. Well, the acetate is quite thick, so it's just more bulk. I have a little bit of acetate, but not a lot. So I just want to see how the plastic bag idea works, which I thought was quite tricky. I know some of my plastic bags are different qualities to others too. When I went looking for some, the ones that I've got most of the ephemera in front of me, they are from one particular company renowned for supplying cheap shops. But then there's a second company that does stationery, more specifically, 2 cheap shops, but nevertheless stationery. So that's those 2. And I just felt that there was definitely a difference in the quality. So before you make your decision to, you know, use that particular plastic bag, maybe have a bit of a hunt around, because you might find there is a big difference and you can actually get something that's got a little bit more weight to it. So I hope these look good. I haven't really made anything like this. You know, everyone was making little specimen cards out of all sorts of things. Kodak old slides. They were removing the center piece, the film, the negative, and making specimen cards out of those. Plus there's just so many on Etsy where you can print off something that says specimen card and away you go. So I haven't really made many of them because I haven't had many journals that have been to this sort of botanical theme. Or nature, yes, but botanical, yes, but not like an Edith Holden historical botanical scenario. They've been more you know, special orders that wanted lots of flowers or roses or something through the journal. So I haven't really felt when I've been making them that this thing would suit, if that makes sense. So it's always been on my list to try, but never have got round to. So when I saw that My Porch Prints had released these little French frames, that in itself is handy because you can always use a frame. There was such an array of frames here, and then when I clicked on the little file to have a look at it, I spotted this little video that made using the dried flowers, and I thought, bingo, now you've got my interest. Because even in the dried flowers that I was able to order, I got some bright ones as well. So when I do journals that are a little bit more modern or say blue, I've got potential of, you know, using it. So I'm just going to now work my way around the inside. I probably should have pre-cut this so that you're not having to endure this, but it is going reasonably quickly. So we're coming to the end of this series. It's absolutely flowing. I have pre-recorded all of these videos, so technically you're watching this near the end of August. Not sure what day. Bandit, please. Not sure what day it'll go to air, because as I said at the beginning, they're sprinkling in amongst all of the Roxy Creations videos. So there might have even been days where you got two, because I would have done the maths and realised that we were coming up fast to the end of the month, and I've got too many of these videos to make it, you know, one here, one there. I'm not sure what number I'm up to or what quantity I've made at this stage. So the real date that I'm filming this is Friday, the first week of August. So I'm not sure what date that is, but way back. So I'm in the process of working through my prompt Christmas tree with all the bling, which I'm thoroughly loving. And I'm sort of pleased I had these videos 3/4 done, because I have this tremendous pull towards that Christmas tree, yet I have Edith sprinkled everywhere here. So this was definitely on my list to do, this little project. So I want to make a couple of these. I also want to make some little ephemera folder / ephemera holder for the center of the journal that we're working on at the moment, the third journal, because it's got that big double pocket in the center of the spine. So I want to slide in there a little booklet using card. So I think I'll make that video next once I've finished these. I've just finished filming the stitching in of the signatures. So the book is sort of ready just to decorate. So that's why I thought I'd better hurry up and get these little guys made. Then I can make the ephemera holder. Then I can start filling that journal up with all of the ephemera that is sitting here in front of me, which is pretty much a repeat of how I did the first two. Now the fourth cover, as you recall, had the bluebird on it, the bird with the soft spine as well, and that was that big medical looking book that I'd cut down. That one there, I've got an idea for it. I'm actually turning it into a journal that would hold stitchery. I don't know if it's because I'm diving back into the next prompt that this has happened, but what I'm going to do with that journal, here's my plastic bag, and it's a nice new one. I'm going to actually put calico pages in that, and Now this is going to be tricky. I've got to think about this. Yeah, I'm going to put calico pages in it and make it a journal that can have pages that I embroider added to it just easily. You know, pick it up and it's ready to go. I really feel like it's a journal of stitchery, more so than a journal of paper. I don't know why that is, but I think it's the bird. The bird in itself is a topic that could be just, you know, a book of stitchery for the bird alone. Now, how am I going to do this? I need to cut. Can I mark this? Why do I feel nervous? It's only paper. It's only plastic. I feel nervous. That's silly. Yes, I can mark it with a pencil. It's probably because I've never done this before. So hang on for the ride. So I'm just cutting out. Where's my other line? I take my time. Okay, so I need to just open that up into two pieces. So just a little slither off should do that. I need to now cut it down even more so that you can't see it through the frame. So I'm going to turn that over and just trim it a little bit more. So if I hold that on there, I should be able to just lift that and trim. That's looking good. Just nipping off anything that is popping over the edge. Now I'm going to get my art glitter glue. Well, so far so good. I'm just going to put some glue around that edge, which should hold it. Because the frame is quite large, I don't think it'd be too hard that if it did have something showing, you know, a piece of plastic sticking out where you don't want it, I don't think it'd be too much of a problem, to be honest, because the frame is really generous. Oh, you don't want glue on your plastic. And what have I done? Glue on the plastic. I think that's a bit too that was making me nervous. I'm a messer. That's okay. All right, so that's one piece of plastic in. Very cool. Let's do another. Is it the same frame? Yes. Oh yes, that's a better way to do it. Can't you tell I haven't done this before? And that's a better. Now I did cut a piece already. Hold the phone. There is a piece already cut. Goodness me. So I'm actually, because it made a mess, I'm going to attempt to trim the excess off after I've laid it down. It just seems so fiddly. So I'm going to put my glue all the way around. There's only a little bit actually hanging over. So I can't see why I can't get my scissors in there. And grip and snip it off any excess. So that's that one. Well, that was easier. Goodness me. Isn't it funny how when you start doing multiples of things, suddenly your brain goes, I'll just do it this way. Wrong scissors. Hope you can see on the camera. It looks like you can. Another one. Okay, let's, you know what I didn't do is I didn't have a look at how they line up. Well, they don't line up at all. Or have I got the wrong frame? Yep, that one goes there. Oh, it's not too bad. I wouldn't say it's great, but you think when they did the artwork they could have... Well, that's not too bad. Maybe it's just me. With a bit of a trim. Yeah, look, it's so-so. It's odd that she made that comment in the video that they don't line up real well, because look at that. See how that's sticking out there? So if I cut that off, I'm actually cutting off this bit over here. I will continue, but to be honest, I think that's a bit bodgy. I don't know what you guys think. I think they probably could have done that artwork and then flipped it. Like you can do that in the artwork program when they would have created it. So yeah, a little bit on the bodgy side. Yeah, they're not mirror images. So what am I doing here? Concentrate. I think I could trim it and it won't look too bad, but problem is I know that it is like that. So I guess the decision will be when I'm done, will it be good enough to put into someone's journal, or will it look, you know, not quite right? Bugger. I thought that might be a really cool little thing. They'll be great frames for just general collaging around a feature piece. Don't get me wrong, they'll be great. But I'm just a little unsure about if this is actually a good use for them. So I'm only going to make the 2 because I would hate to waste my little dried flowers on something. And I've never used the dried flowers in this way. I remember making them as a kid. I used to have a dried flower press, which unfortunately I sent to the op shop years and years and years ago. And I wish I still had it. I'm sure they'd be out there. And I could make some of my own, but not that I have time, and I could probably just use a book or get onto an Etsy store and purchase from some lovely lady that's trying to make a little business out of dried flowers and spend a few coins with her. Yeah, that worked really well. So you don't need to like fiddle too much. Oh, I hope these are going to look okay. What a shame. It's those subtle comments you hear in tutorials and you think, I don't think that quite worked for her. Well, I wish they'd say, I don't think that quite worked. Or better still, don't say it. Not that I believe I was led down a garden path. Please don't get me wrong. I just had grand plans for these, and I have a feeling that I may not be happy with them, which is okay. Doesn't matter. I'm sure there's heaps and heaps of other videos I could go looking to see, you know, where I could use my flowers. Now, let's have a look at the flowers. Now, our journal is very soft lavenders and whites and creams. So we won't be using the brights. Aren't they beautiful? So put them aside. I don't think we need these pinks either. There are some soft ones, but I'm not going to open that one. I think there'll be enough here for us to have a play with. Let's open this package. So Leaving Echoes is the name of the store that I bought this from. And this little pack is 115 and the other one I'm opening is 133. The links are below. Oh, they're all loose. Oh my goodness. Oh, hold. Let's get some paper here to catch any bits. Oh, they are loose. I'm now need to find a little container to put all these in. Oh, wow. Aren't they beautiful? Let me move over in the camera. Look at this. Oh, this is going to send me down a rabbit hole. I can feel it. There we go. So I might just keep that little label so that if I did want to reorder, if it is still available, I can at least type in that little code and see what comes up. Now, I need some tweezers because my chubby little fingers are going to cause all sorts of trouble. I need to establish which two belong to which two before I get ahead of myself. Okay, so that's the set. So let's put these out of the way. Let's turn these over. Let's arrange some flowers. Oh, look at that lavender. What fun. Oh, look at this little guy. Aren't you sweet? Let's get you in there. I could probably just use one flower, but what the hang. Let's be luxurious. Oh, I like that. Ooh. I need to snip off the lavender stem. Might do it down the bottom here so it looks like it's coming from the frame. Now, I need to put in there a little bit of glue just to hold the flowers. Because I'm not laminating, I'm going to just slide that off and start again. And just put a few little dobs of glue just to hold it. And that one can go to the side. This little guy, where's my tweezers? How do they work? Oh, they're so gorgeous. Look at that. There's no way I could dry that. I don't even know what flower that is. I don't think you're an Aussie. Yeah. Sometimes you just got to know when you're out of your depth. And it's best just to purchase what you need. Because that is just so sweet. There's another one. I don't know what you are either. That's had dye taken into it. So, you know, when they put a bit of colouring in the water, and then the dye picks it up into the dye goes up into the plant. Oh, how sweet. So now I'm going to attempt to join them. I hope there's enough glue everywhere to hold everything. That's the right one, yes. Yes. Yeah, they're definitely not mirror images. I can see now. I have smeared glue onto the acetate on the plastic, which is very disappointing. Probably will dry okay, but oh bugger it. But still, it looks really good. So I'll just let that sit for a moment, and less glue next time, girl. Just putting my stopper in my glue. Okay, look at this. Let's get a little bit of this one. It looks like status. How pretty is that? Love it. Oh, I've got glue right out in there. Oh, well, let's see if it disappears. What can we put with the status? What about the little daisy? Yeah, I like that. Ah, take the lid off. Just a few little drops of glue to hold that. That's definitely been artificially coloured. Now I'm just going to put my glue a little bit further back from that edge. And I didn't put it right out to the edge, to be honest, so which is probably an oversight. So can't you tell I haven't done this before? I haven't nutted out all of the things that can go wrong. I wish the frames lined up a little better. That frame just doesn't line up at all. But does it matter? Probably not. Maybe if I ink it, it will help disguise the fact that the frame is a bit different. That's better. There's no glue coming out anywhere. That just needs to dry in there. But that should at least hold. Doesn't matter that the frame is... See, look at the glue. Oh, I hope that dries. Can I trim a little bit? I'm going to. What the hang? Let's just do a little bit of a snip here and there. I won't go crazy because I don't want to ruin the integrity of the design underneath. Oh, that's not too bad. Oh, the glue's coming out even further. My goodness me. I have got glue oozing everywhere. Maybe if I put it down and stop fiddling. Let it dry. It's not bad. Even now I've trimmed it up. I think they will actually be okay as long as that glue dries nicely, which I think it will. I'll do just a bit of a rough cut trim on this. I think it'll be fine. This is definitely doesn't line up this frame. Well, it doesn't look odd this end. There we go. Get rid of my scraps. So there they are, very gluey looking, but I think that wasn't too bad. I do need to rethink my heavy-handed glue. I'm hoping that dries. I think it will. I guess once they're dry, I'll have a good look at them and decide whether they're good enough to go into the actual journal. Or we chalk it up as a been there, tried it, move along. I'll let them dry before I do probably the next two. Then I want to save the rest of these for collaging. So that will be just enough plastic to do that little job. So I will pop the photos at the end of the video of the final two, and then I'll be off to find a little container for my flowers, and then we'll slide a couple of these into this journal that we're working on, journal number 3. Okay, everyone, I will leave you alone now. Enjoy your day, enjoy your crafting, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye for now. Hi everyone, I'm back. I was planning on finishing that video and then just completing the next 2 little pieces to tidy up the task, and my phone beeped and I got a Facebook post from my first cousin and her daughter, and I'm not sure if you've been following me for a little while. Her daughter is a trained ambulance officer, and she's gone to the UK with a group of other Aussie people, other ambos, due to the lack of jobs available for them here, and is taking up her career in the UK. So there's a video which I will link below that is Maddy pouch, and that's where I made a scrappy pouch using lace and doilies and bits and pieces to put inside her going away gift, which was a pendant. So just a little something bit special for her. She's not a crafter, but she certainly shows a lot of interest in craft and has done a few little projects whenever she's been visiting, from even a little girl. So she's now a young lady and she is in the UK starting her career. Anyway, why I'm back is the phone pinged, and what popped up is her mum posted a news story about Maddy being one of, I think they say 30, can't remember that now, I've only just watched it too, one of 30 recruits over there in the UK doing their thing. So I thought, well, while I'm sitting here, and I thought, oh, I must show you, give you all an update, because many of you have watched the video and commented on it. So what I'll do is I haven't been able to save the video into my file to, you know, have it attached to the end of this. So what I'm thinking I'm going to do is I'm going to play it on my phone and just sit it here to one side. So even if you can't see, it won't matter too much, because you'll be able to at least hear the audio and hear the story. And I know there's some of you out there that are from that area. So let's have a go at doing that. Now, I'll just get the story up on my phone. And I'm hoping that...
Been to see how they're...
Okay. Let's just move that frame, because I'll keep crafting while this happens. So I'm hoping you can see that. I think you can. So this must be the local news channel. I shall turn the volume up and I shall be quiet for a moment. I think the little video goes for 3 minutes. So I'll just keep crafting and we'll listen together to this news article. Hopefully you can hear Maddy talking, because there's 2 of them being interviewed, 2 Australian folk, a gentleman and Maddy. So yeah, let's watch a bit of TV. Okay, let's see if this works.
Now, a shortage of paramedics has prompted the Yorkshire Ambulance Service to launch a recruitment drive on the other side of the world. The result? 30 new recruits from Australia and New Zealand have arrived here to take up posts across the region, including in Leeds. Nicola Reese has been to see how they're settling in.
You got the morphine out of the safe yet?
Yeah, got the morphine.
Yeah,
Good.
all set. Okay, I'll check O2. Maddy and Zach are the newest recruits on board this Yorkshire ambulance, and they've travelled a long way to be here.
How are you going down there?
Yeah, all good, got everything here.
Okay, the accent's a bit of a giveaway. They've been drafted in from Australia to help with the shortage of paramedics in the NHS.
How you going? My name's Madison Clapham. I'm from Brisbane, Australia, and I've just moved to the UK, to the lovely Leeds, to start work as a newly qualified paramedic.
G'day, I'm Zach Aarons from Melbourne. Really excited to get on road with Yorkshire Ambulance.
Most people will want to know why on earth you've travelled so far for a job when you live in Australia.
Yeah, look, it was a big decision, but I think might have made the right one. The people are lovely. The case is very broad, but similar-ish to back home.
There are 30 paramedics from Australia and New Zealand joining the Yorkshire ranks this week, and there's still plenty to learn.
Control the ringers at the moment, so if you just press that button on the side and hold it down.
1634 receiving.
1634, we have a job for you at Trinity Centre Leeds, over.
1634, all received, on our way, over.
Killed it, Maddy. I told you it'd be that easy. They introduced us to Tim Tams, which is their Australian biscuit, so we introduced them to Colin the Caterpillar cake when they had a birthday. And just getting them to Yorkshire language that you pick up, so they're all very much aware of the A-up now. They've all been introduced to A-up as they're travelling around Yorkshire.
Learning the lingo's all part of the experience for these two. In Australia, there's a surplus of newly qualified paramedics, so it makes sense to travel. How are you liking your new home?
Yeah, it's good. Can't drive it yet. Still waiting for my blue lights license, but that's okay. Absolutely loving it so far. Leeds is an absolutely fantastic city. I'm so glad that I moved here. But yeah, it's absolutely great.
So what about the vehicles then? How different are they?
They're definitely different colour, but getting used to where everything is a lot bigger in the back, which is great. I can actually stand up straight in the back, which is fantastic. But yeah, the more time I spend on road, the more I'll get used to it.
The guys are out this week. This is their first week out seeing patients, so you may see them out and around in the good city of Leeds. The Sheffield group will be out in around another 3 to 4 weeks too, so you may see them out and about, and we'll have some guys from New Zealand there as well, so you may also catch a few of those.
Let's go. How are you feeling about your first day flying solo then with your partner?
It'll be interesting. I think the heart will be racing a bit, but, you know, as long as you can stay sort of calm on the surface and look after patients as much as possible.
Training complete. It's time to hit the road. Without people like Maddy and Zach, Yorkshire would have a shortfall of around 60 paramedics every year. Nicola Rees, BBC Look North, Leeds.
Yep. Now a shortage of paramedics has prompted.
So there you go. An update on Maddy. Very, very cool. Sounds like she's settling in and having a good time. She's so brave. Oh, even just to do the course and become a paramedic, that is not me. I would not be good at that. I love the medical thing, but yeah, it's not for me. She was a smart kid at school, so she's going to make a fantastic paramedic. You are in good hands for anyone who bumps into her. She is doing well. Her mum is very proud. So it was lovely to see that come through. And I know there's a few ladies that have commented on that other video where I made the little gift bag for her, that they are from that area. So maybe one day they'll bump into Maddy, hopefully just at the grocery store and not in the back of that caboose. That wouldn't be so good. So I don't know if I've committed numerous YouTube issues there by showing that video, but anyway, catch me if you can. So I'm just now working out what goes with what, and I'm at the stage of playing with my flowers again. Where's my stopper for the glue? It's only been a few moments since I stopped and doing this video, and that's glue is drying, but ever so slowly because there's not the air in there. So I'm hoping these two will be a little bit better. Okay, so I can snip that off. Dobbs. And then maybe this little guy up here. Use the tweezers, Corrine, before you wreck them. How brave are you to go to another country and take on a job like that? Oh, goodness. Incredible. Just incredible. I don't know what this caterpillar cake's all about. And I like how he said Tim Tams with his accent. It's not real obvious, the words. It's Tim Tam. There's a bit of a twist to the sound of them, the pronunciation, which was quite cute. Might put one of these little guys. Might as well find a home for this little fellow. Am I being pedantic? I come off that first one, tiniest little bit. But what the hang? He's in. Okay. All right. Now we can apply the glue and join them. Overall, this is quite a good little piece of ephemera. I love the frame. The frame certainly makes the piece look quite special. If you can live with the fact that it doesn't line up, go for it. Just going to pull that back a bit from there because it will splush in. And you can use your glue sparingly. It's not a bad little project. I hope that dries. I'm sure it will. They might be just mine, I think. Not real happy with the way they look. Especially if I'm going to sell this journal, which I am. This one will also join the bag journal. So 1st of September, I will post these journals for sale in my Etsy store. I will add shipping overseas to the freight. So if you are in America or the UK and you wish to purchase, you can at least have a look at the freight. But I have a feeling you're going to take one look at it and go, oh, no. And that's fine. Save your money. Go and spend it in a local craft store and buy supplies. To give that freight money over to a freight company and Etsy, you know what I'm saying. Okay, now I really have to trim this one back to make it fit. I think once I add a little bit of ink around the outer edge, that'll help disguise the fact too. Okay. Lovely. So that's the 4 of them made. These two are definitely heaps better. I can't see. Oh, there's still glue through there. Oh, what a shame. It probably will dry okay. I'm probably just, being pedantic. But, yeah, I don't know. Okay. Lessons learnt. All right, everyone, I will leave you alone now. I hope you enjoyed the little Maddy update. If you want to see the video where I make the little pouch for Maddy, so you know what the hang I'm talking about, like I said, I'll link it below. All right, everyone, look after yourself, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.